Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. So the Oklahoman had a great article about Sam Presti and whether or not the Oklahoma City Thunder should actually rebuild or not. So if you guys want to give it a chance, I will leave the link to the article in the description below. You guys should definitely check it out. But in the article, Sam Presti, the general manager, was asked whether or not the Thunder should go into rebuild mode or not. And this is what he said. He said, quote, "We're still working on the canvas of 2008. We arrived here and haven't turned the page because we haven't rebuilt the team since 2008, and I'm happy about that. We're just trying to make this last as long as we can. Ultimately, us, like every other team, is going to find ourselves in a position where we'll have to rebuild," end quote. So essentially what he's saying is no, they're not trying to go into rebuild mode right now. And what he meant by working off the 2008 canvas, that was the year that they brought in Serge Ibaka as well as Russell Westbrook. Serge Ibaka landed in Victor Oladipo, Sabonis, Ilyasova, which turned into Jeremy Grant, a top 20 first round pick, and also translated into Paul George. So they did have a lot of pieces that they worked with. Of course, Russell Westbrook, now the franchise player of the team. At that time, they also had Kevin Durant. He's saying that they don't feel that they are ready to go into rebuild mode, and I kind of think the opposite. Now, you had a team last year that a lot of people thought would do a little bit better than they did. A first round, loss and exit is not what we thought OKC was going to do in the offseason. We thought once you got Paul George and you added Carmelo Anthony to that team, we definitely thought you would at least make the second round, maybe even the Western Conference Finals. I don't think a lot of people were thinking they would beat the Golden State Warriors, but I definitely didn't see them losing in the first round to the Utah Jazz. That was not in my mindset whatsoever when you brought in those three guys. Clearly, it didn't work in terms of you're not a championship contending team. You're a good team, one of the best teams, but you're not a championship contending team. You're not one of those elites that's going to be there every single year with the three that you currently have. And then with the financial part of it, you don't have enough money and cap space to really go out and build another team. So you start to question two things: whether or not if you can't sign Paul George, do you now decide to go into rebuild mode? And if you do go into rebuild mode, does that mean you maybe have to consider moving Russell Westbrook? So a ton of things Sam Presti and the organization really need to figure out with the OKC Thunder. Are you just okay with making the playoffs and being a round one or round two exit every single season from here on out? If you're okay with that, then of course you can keep the roster the way it is, because we know Russell Westbrook could carry a team to a playoffs, but is he the type of player that could carry you to an NBA Finals victory? I'm not quite sure, unless you give him the right help. I know they gave him help, of course, in Paul George, but you have to give him the right help, the help that definitely complements his game. And I don't think that's out there unless you definitely tear this whole thing down and go into a rebuild mode. But as always, I would love to hear your guys' opinion on the situation. Do you think the Thunder should actually rebuild? Do you think they have enough right now, a good foundation to build on and try to win? Or do you think they need to tear this thing down? You guys let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.